Good morning, all of you. Now we are back with the chapter Nazism and Rise of Hitler. Today we will discuss about youth in Nazi Germany. As we know that Hitler was interested in war, and for the war purpose he required youth. So he was very much interested in the youth of the country. He felt that a strong Nazi society could be established only by teaching children Nazi ideology, and this required a control over the child both inside and outside school. So now what happened in schools under Nazism? We'll discuss about this. First, Hitler. All schools were cleansed and purified. Yesterday I told you the meaning of purified. That means the teachers who were Jews or seen as political, undesirable, unreliable were dismissed. Children were first segregated. Germans and Jews could not sit together or play together. Subsequently, undesirable children, Jews, the physically handicapped, gypsies, were thrown out of the school. And finally, in 1940s, they were taken to the gas chambers. As we have already discussed, that 1933 to 1938 he segregated, and after that 1939 to 1945, that is concentration camp. So his children were also taken to the gas chambers in 1940. Now good children, good German, that was subjected to a process of Nazi schooling. That means a period of ideological training. School textbooks were rewritten. Racial science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race. Jews were popularized even through maths classes. Children were taught to be loyal and submissive, hate Jews, and worship Hitler. Even the function of sports was to nurture a spirit of violence and aggression among children. Hitler believed that boxing could make children iron hearted, strong, and masculine. Youth organizations were made responsible for educating German youth in the spirit of National Socialism. 10-year olds had to enter Jung Walk. That means Nazi youth groups for children below 14 years of age. All boys had to join Nazi youth organization, that is Hitler Youth, where they learn to worship war, glorify aggression and violence, condemn democracy, and hate Jews, communists, gypsies, and all those categorized as undesirable. After a period of rigorous ideology and physical training, they joined the labor service, that is, at the age of 18 years. Then they had to serve in the armed forces and enter one of the Nazi organization. The Youth League of the Nazis was founded in 1922. 4 years later, it was renamed Hitler Youth. To unify the youth movement under Nazi control, All other youth organizations were dissolved and banned. After that, now we will discuss about that is the Nazi cult of motherhood. Children in Nazi Germany were repeatedly told that women were radically different from men. There is no equality. That means the fight for equal rights for men and women that had become part of democratic struggles everywhere. According to Hitler, it was wrong and it would destroy society. While boys were taught to be aggressive, masculine, and steel hearted, girls were told that they had to become good mothers and rear pure blooded Aryan children. Girls had to maintain the purity of the race, distance from Jews. They had to look after the home and teach their children Nazi values. They had to be the bearers of the Aryan culture and race. If we will listen to this ideology, Hitler words in 1933, he said, in my state, the mother is the most important citizen. But once he got the power, in Nazi Germany, all mothers were not treated equally. Women who bore racially undesirable children were punished, and those who produced racially desirable children were awarded. That means not treated equally. They were given favored treatment. Who will produce racially desirable children? Not only awarded, but they will get favored treatment in hospitals and were also entitled to concessions in shops and on theater tickets, railway fares. To encourage women to produce many children, honor crosses were awarded. A bronze cross was given for 4 children, silver for 6, and gold for 8 or more. All Aryan women who deviated from the prescribed code of conduct were publicly condemned and severely punished. Those who maintained contact with Jews, Poles, and Russians were paraded through the town with sharp heads, blackened faces, and placards hanging around their necks, announcing, I have sullied the honor of the nation. Many received jail and lost civic honor, as well as their husbands and families for their criminal